Hey guys, it's the Orchid Prince here. Been a long time since I've seen y'all, but real quick I wanted to go over just a few things. We just recently moved into our new house. I'm in the backyard right now getting ready to put together my temporary greenhouse, but I just wanted to show y'all a few things and then tell y'all a few things. And no, my hair is not green, though it looks kind of green right now. But anyway, so we just moved in. We bought the house on the 15th. Got everything moved in. Oh, I still stopped by my old place just to see if there's any plants that I'd forgotten. But so far everything's gone good. We've gotten a lot of things put together. I haven't gotten to work with my orchids much though. And a few orchids did suffer during the move. So I'm gonna go over here in my temporary greenhouse. As y'all know, I have a lot of orchids, over 400 if you count. But I've got a gorgeous tree in the front yard that I have mounted some to. I've got my staghorn fern up there. But I wanted to show y'all, this is my temporary greenhouse with my shade cloth over it. It's got a lot of my catasetnies, all the different things that I've gotten. Oh my god, I thought those were bugs, but they're not. They're from the palm tree. We're getting rid of the palm trees. Even though they're really great to attach orchids to, I think it's just time to get rid of them because they don't have coconuts. We're gonna put other palm trees up, like coconut palm trees and stuff. But until then, they'll stay there. I'm just not gonna attach anything to it. But there were some casualties. A lot of my baby catasetnies did not fare very well in the heat once I turned the AC off inside, and they stayed there for a few days, so I felt really bad that some of those aren't doing that well. My grammatophyllum is shriveled up a little bit. It's popping back up now, and it's got a bunch of new growth, so I'm really happy about that. Sorry, I had a bug just fly up my nose. Anyway, I've got my oncidiums are doing well, dendrobiums are doing well. My maxillaria, look at that. It's just all shriveled. And it's wet too, so I don't know what's going on with it. I had my Enseklia, not the Enseklia tempensive, but Enseklia alta early bird gave me a bloom, and they are so beautiful. And they smell like honey. Love it. I have mosquitoes everywhere out here. Let me just empty that water. But I've fared pretty well. Not too many deaths. There were I think there's still a bug in there. There were a couple of Phalaenopsis that did not survive, and I had a couple of Vandas that got burnt. And I had this gorgeous Cattleya that I got from Carmela Orchids. Nice, plump, everything. This is the new growth in the sheath, and look at that. It touched the sun. Orchids do not like to touch the sun. But one thing I'm very, very excited about, my Fred Clark Yara After Dark SVO Black Pearl is in spike. Let me show y'all that real quick. Brandon's gonna get mad at me. He doesn't want me making videos yet. But I'm on video. Alright, so if you look right here, it's in spike. It is gorgeous. I'll show you the front yard later. But one thing I'm very excited about is I did get my temporary greenhouse. Now, those of you who want greenhouses, go to Big Lots right now, because all of their greenhouses are 50% off. So, I still need to get shade cloth for it, but I got the basic walk-in greenhouse. Now, one thing, greenhouses are not cheap. Even temporary ones are about $200, especially walk-ins. Now, this one is just basically a tarp, but it's still a greenhouse. It will hold humidity, especially down here. Unfortunately, it will also hold heat, so I will need to get a fan out there. But the good thing is my shed actually has electricity attached to it. So I'm actually gonna put it right back there in the corner just for now. This is the spot where my greenhouse is actually going to be. my actual greenhouse, and I'm going to have the tinted window so I don't have to worry about that. So, but it's going back there in the corner. I hope it will fit. It looks like it will fit. But hopefully it'll go back there. That way it's out of the shade mostly, and I can put my shade cloth on it. I want sunlight to get in, but not a lot because, as you know, orchids love the shade. So, but anyway, I got this basic walk-in greenhouse. Originally, still only $69.99. I got it for $34. $34. So, only drawback about these is that there's about 700 pieces in here that I now have to put together. So I was gonna do that right now until I opened it and realized how many pieces there were. And I think I'm gonna do it tomorrow while Brandon is at work. I also wanna get my place fogged for mosquitoes, but I probably won't end up doing that because I have dogs. Love nature, just not the ones that bite. But anyway, I just want to give y'all an update. I think that's it. Let me think. Yeah, you know what? It's only been 6 minutes. I haven't been talking that much for being gone for weeks. But anyway, you can see my backyard. It's nice, it's big, it's pretty. I'm gonna hang some orchids up there. Like literally hang them from a string. Look at Baby. This is Baby. She's going blind. Bam, I'm gonna put that together tomorrow while you're at work. I'm going out front. Yeah, after work. Anyway, so here's the front yard. As you can see, I do have a beautiful flamboyant tree right up front. I've got my pineapples that, by the way, if you cut a pineapple off at the top, rip off the pulp, peel back some of the things, you'll find some roots, plant it, and they grow. And I've even got a pineapple growing. But I've got my vanilla there. My Tillandsia intermedia is doing great right here. It wasn't faring too well before, but it's already put out a new pup. I've got my Skimbergia. I've got Maxillaria. Couple of Vandas, Vanda falcata, or as I still call it, Neophonetia falcata. My Tuberculta, Vascalia tuberculta is right there. It's doing good. This is my Stanhopea. I had some terrible, this was another one of the things that did not fare well during the travels. Right here was a brand new flower spike that has now shriveled up and died, but it's loving where it is now. The fronds are getting really thick. It's doing really well. And also, if you look right here, this is a staghorn fern. I hear it's a rare variety too. And before it was wilting, it was not looking good, it was looking dry, and now it's doing good. Got my staghorn here, my cymbidium, my dendrobium, both noides, so noids as I call them. Attached to the staghorn, I do have some Encyclia tempensive, the Florida native orchid. I did not collect them from the wild. My friend actually, one of the trees on his property fell down, so he allowed me to collect a few specimens for myself. Because there was no place to really put them. But I've got a few up there and down here. I've got some reed orchids. It's my money tree. As you know, I do love citrus, anything fruit bearing. So I did actually plant from seed some lemon trees, so I'll be planting those. There's another Encyclia tempensive. I know it shouldn't be down there, but I had to put it there. Got some Vandas maxillarias up there. And then I've got my dendrobium, which I cannot wait to see what it looks like because it is just flourishing. As you can see, this is the prior pseudobulb, and then this one is getting a lot bigger. The previous owner cut off all the tips of the pseudobulb, so it makes me think that this is one that flowers from the tip. So I can't wait to see what that looks like. Some reed orchids over here, and then there is Baxter. Then, I mean, just little things. This is the entrance to the backyard. So that's all y'all care about, the outside. Now, I do have some trees that I will be getting rid of. because some of them are scary. I'm keeping this one because I've looked back for the past 40 years this tree has been here, the flamboyant. And apparently the seed pods right here that are really woody are great for making Christmas ornaments, which I might try. My neighbor just told me about that. And then I've got this really, really scary tree. It is a Madagascar spiny tree, also known as a cottonwood tree, I believe. But look at that. Is that not scary? I mean, this gives you an idea how big these thorns are. But they go all the way up the tree. But I hear that the flowers of it are orchid-like. So it flowers in the fall. We might just keep it until it flowers, see what it looks like. If I fall in love with it, I'll keep it. But I do have nieces and little dogs. I think I might still be getting rid of it. And then we'll be getting rid of these. These are the basic plants that everybody has in their house. Looks like they just planted them here. And, oh, here's one of my Phalaenopsis casualties. I'll let it go back into the earth so I can give its nutrients to somebody. Gosh, my hair looks crazy. Alright, but this has been the Orchid Prince. I hope you like my new place. There will be many, many more videos to come. I will show you what the greenhouse looks like when it's up and ready. And of course, when I start construction on my greenhouse, it's going to be exciting. At least I have a place to put them. Oh, here's dragon fruit. Yay. But I've also decided to start doing more of knowledgeable post, I would call it. But different cares for different species of orchids, whether it be Stanhopias, which I think I might start getting into, Vandaceous species, now that I've been reading Dr. Moats's book about growing orchids in Florida, which you can tell from my previous video. Bart Moats actually sent it to me, and I am loving it. But I'm also going to probably I'm going to stick mainly to orchids, but I will be planting fruit-bearing trees and starting some seed germinations soon, so we'll see how that goes. Once I do have my greenhouse up and running, I'm thinking about turning a portion of my shed in the back to a sterile environment so that I can actually start doing seed pods, because a lot of my neighbors actually have orchids growing in their trees, like the Encycleatum pensive, and a lot of them have seed pods, and they said that I could have some of their seed pods, so I might actually try germinating. And if I do, I will of course take my seedlings and put them in trees around our neighborhood, because I love seeing orchids in our neighborhood. So hopefully that's not illegal. It probably is, but I'm still gonna do it. And then once they're there and established, they can't touch them. But anyway, oh, you want to see that? Oh, we're throwing that out? What's that? Okay. Gotta go to the trash can now, but this has been the Orchid Prince, and I'm out.